Hey everybody, how's everybody doing tonight? Gosh, what a fantastic turnout. Thank you for a wonderful day so far. I've been able to meet so many folks and hear so many stories, and my stay in Denver has been fantastic. I got to roll with some great coffee there. I'm ready straight to you guys. So I'm very excited for this.
Well, I'm going to ask you one question to kick things off, which is how was Wimbledon? That was so cool.
It was a new experience for me, and gosh, I'm a fan of live tennis. It was very fun. Thanks for asking. I appreciate it.
No problem. All right, we are going to do fan questions, and there are microphones in the audience. There's one here, and there's one over here on this side. Line up, and let's get going. And we're going to start over here.
Yeah, so just real quick, for those of you, I do the process a little bit different. A lot of these times you're very patient, and you sit and watch us talk. I really enjoy interacting with you guys, and you guys are the reason we're here. So I'd like to just use my time talking with y'all. No offense, but that's what we're trying to do. And on that note,
So let's start on this side right over here.
Hi, Cena. My name is Bob, and I've been a really big fan of you ever since I was a little kid, and the reason why I'm a really big fan of you is because of how you have a really positive attitude, and also for all of the Peacemaker Foundation that is done over the years, and so I'm just able, and like, what do you think about like the disabled community within WWE, and how does it impact your experiences with these fans from both Peacemaker and just people who love to meet you in real life?
Bob, thanks for sharing it. An excellent question. I think WWE is a great forum for fans of all walks of life to be able to come and escape. And it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter where you're from. When you walk into a WWE arena, I don't know if there's some folks who've ever been to a live show, we just want everybody to make noise and enjoy. So at WWE, I think it's a great platform to welcome everyone. So thank you for your question, Bob. I appreciate you.
Hey, John.
Hey.
I see you again.
Good seeing you.
Hey, Jade. So, quick question. At what point did you decide that you wanted to go from like pro wrestler to professional actor?
Really not my decision. I got run out of the movie business once for making too many bad movies, and then I got another chance, and I'm very grateful for that. I learned from my failures in the past that I was split two different ways. I was doing movies, and I wanted to be in a wrestling ring. I was in my 20s. I was world champion, and gosh, I really was just enjoying my life in WWE, and I started to do movies to bring more business to WWE, and that wasn't the right path for me. Then I got a chance doing some movies as Fred's dad. I got to live in a refrigerator, and that was the first time that Brian Robbins ever took a chance on me to laugh at myself and enjoy, and after that, I realized that if I was going to commit at all to anything outside of WWE arena, I should do so with the passion I commit in that arena. So since then, every chance that somebody's ever taken on me, I just wanted to know that it'll get my all, and it's been worthwhile. But a great question, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.
Hey, Doc. Nice to see you again.
Good to see you.
Been watching wrestling since I was a little kid. My question: what is your favorite storyline in other person within the WWE that you've worked with in your career so far?
You know what, I hate to be topical, but I was going to do it the farewell tour because it's something that's never been done. And being able to do something, pro wrestling retirement is like a pro wrestling wedding. Like you're never going to have a wedding, someone's going to fight, so that's never going to happen. So the pro wrestling and retirement don't always go together. I really like the concept of announcing you're going to retire about 6 months beforehand, and then going through a year. And I know in January people were confused about what's going on. In WrestleMania, they didn't know if that was my last match, or then the day after in Vegas, when we started the date thing, people still didn't understand. I think now we've got 15 left, people are still, they kind of understand that it is coming to an end. And having met all of you guys today and heard your stories and heard your passion, I'm so grateful to be surrounded by folks where you know, the little work that I've done has affected you in a certain way that makes me feel good. But I think travel this road, man, it's uncharted territory. So let's see where it takes us, right?
Hello, I just want to say I loved you and Fred. I've been a variety actor, so I wanted to see if you had any advice for actors who want to kind of get into a variety of different things, like any advice to you?
I will open the net of advice for anyone that sounds like you're chasing your passion, right? I've been asked a few times in line, hey, I'm trying to get in the wrestling business. How do I get in the wrestling business? Gosh, decide how passionate you are about it. If you want to live in a refrigerator, or if you want to be an extra just to learn the craft, or if maybe opportunities that are handed to you aren't necessarily in front of the camera, there's tons of roles in production and development. If you love the movie business, if you love the TV business, man, there's a whole lot of lanes you can be in to help that business out. If you love the wrestling business, not every person is going to stand on the canvas in WrestleMania, but you can still contribute to the sports entertainment business. So my advice to you is certainly work on your craft, but also figure out how much your passion it is. If you're an actor, and heck, there's got to be a local theater around here. You know, you don't necessarily get a check to have passion. When I started out wrestling, I did not get paid. I went into deeper debt to pay to learn how to wrestle, and I used to pay my way into shows. And I will stay doing that because it was a wonderful hobby of mine, it was my passion. When the fewest people show up, that you have to work 10 times as hard. Because the presence in that area isn't as strong. When I get a crowd like this, working in the room is easy. If it's just you five in the front, I gotta give my whole self to you. Not that I don't. It's on those nights where business is bad, do not ever, ever, ever phone it in. As a matter of fact, you work 100 times harder to get those people to go out and be like, yo, dude, you missed that show and you want to go back the next time. He was a person that was able to weather the storm through some of those lesser attended events and still put on these spectacular matches. He took being the champion very seriously. That's something that I'll definitely not forget. Under his tutelage, he also taught me to listen to the audience. I'm one of the loudest talkers out there. If you sit close enough to the WWE show, you get the match before the match, but that's okay. Because the tool I learned from my career was to listen to the audience, because they're the biggest piece of energy, they're the biggest star we have. And if you don't do something when they want you to do something, lose their attention. They'll be generous. They'll give you once or twice. If you lose them that third time, they don't care about your match. And he was always so surgical about not only doing the right thing, but doing it at the perfect time. He taught me to improvise, he taught me to listen, and he taught me to work on. Great question.
In your work, I just started Peacemaker, and I was wondering, it was like filming the dance sequence.
That's a great question. I'll give you a tale of two cities. So the dance sequence was written in the original script of the original episode, and it was written as you see it. Like we go through this crazy collaborative dance where we have no expression, and at the end we're breathing heavy, and you still see no expression, and then eagerly swoops in. And the days we filmed for 2 days, and we thought it was the stupidest thing. And everybody was like too cool for school, but they eventually got some takes, and we all got along, and we all did practice, we all did, did the stuff. Season 2, man, you can tell the new members of the cast showed up like, this dance thing, what is this? And the season 1 members of the cast like, yes, the dance. You're good, all right, we're great. So, I really appreciate you guys enjoying the dance so much, because gosh, we put our heart and soul into season 1, but man, did we prep for season 2. We got a new song and dance, I hope you all like it, so it's coming up pretty soon. Talking so much, I'm wearing out the sign language. I'm so sorry. Great job. Go for it.
How did you choose your walkout music?
So that's by betting on myself. This is going to be a little long-winded answer. Bear with me. Thanks for your patience. I started rapping on television. Buchanan, I'm sure it was B Squared, it's my homie. They gave me this like generic rap music. And boy, it was bad. Bad. So I'd walk out to it and I'd be like, shit, man, I could do, oh sorry. Man, I could do better. But I literally, my cousin is in the New England hip hop circuit, and he has some friends who make some music. Man, I got the middle of the week off. Can we make a song? And that's when we have in 3 days we recorded Basic About the Comics. And I handed it to WWE at the time, and they were like, yeah, sure, we'll use this as a rap song. It's your voice, this is great. And then after it was kind of successful, people dug it, and the character took off. I'm like, okay, we're gonna do a whole album. And as soon as I heard the beat for The Time Is Now, I'm like, man, that's the entrance music, because it sounds like entrance music. So, long-winded way of, my music sucks so bad, I'm like, yo, I can do better myself. The takeaway is, a lot of things in our life get us down. A lot of things we think like, oh man, I can do better. Go do it. And my epiphany was, man, I had to produce the music myself, so I paid for it myself, I invested in myself, I bet on myself. And even if they said, no, we can't use it because we're going to use bad music, no, I pivoted and made the best. But the WWE rewarded me for that on myself. And that has been a continuous narrative in my life. So it was an accident. So I got to apologize because I kind of jumped the gun on your second answer. I think it's very funny. I hope you do too. All right, here we go.
Hi John, my name is Anthony. My question is, first, I want to congratulate you on being 17-time world champion. And my question is, with you included, who is on your Mount Rushmore of wrestling?
Mount Rushmore is Washington, Jefferson, Lincoln, and Roosevelt. That is my Mount Rushmore. Yes, those are my four. Right on. That's how we do the pros, right on there. Really took me a second to think of that. I hope I got it right. Anyway, go for it.
Fire abs.
At this moment in time, yes. That's a great question. All right, here we go. I opened this hornet's nest. I said, ask me anything. Keep going.
How's it going, John?
It's going well, thank you.
Hey, me and my cousin Juan are big fans of you. Anyway, my question for you is, as usually one is on social media all the time, what's the favorite meme that has, about you? What's your favorite meme about you?
There's a lot of them out there. A lot of them out there.
Bing chewing is
Chewing.
absolutely amazing.
Bing Chewing's a monster. It's out there. Bing Chewing, that's your favorite?
I love Bing chewing.
I'm right that train. You should watch Bing Chewing. That's what you watch, Bing Chewing.
Yup.
Yeah, that's the monster. That's a good one. I'll take it. Right on.
Thank you, man.
You got it. All right, keep coming.
Yeah, I think
For those who don't understand, I did a video with ice cream. I don't know why memes become memes, but it's a thing. And it's funny. It's me with ice cream. If you haven't seen it, check it out. I don't know, maybe you'll like it, maybe you won't. I like ice cream. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
I think the young girl said she wanted to see your abs and verify them.
Just did check my watch. It still is 5, so that's the 11 p.m. That's when the John Cena panel turns into Magic Mike, if you guys are still around. It gets weird. It gets weird. Yeah.
No, on a serious note, did Netflix come to you yet with the documentary about you, Rocky Balboa story? You're an amazing person, you got second question to that is, when everything's all said and done, sitting at your lake house in a rocking chair, what do you want to be known for?
So two-part, right? One, I don't know if I'll ever do a documentary about my life. I've learned that boundaries are very important to me, and there are certain things that I want to share, and there's a close circle that has earned the right to hear my whole story. Those are the people that I use love as a word genuinely with. Second, what do I want to be remembered for? That's beyond my control. So nothing. That doesn't concern me. What concerns me is making the most of every day. It's, gosh, it's good to be alive. So many of you said today, gosh, it's a long day, are you tired? It's sure, okay, long day, but I spent the day around people saying, yo, your work affected my life. And you've been a great person. And from what I've seen of you, you really inspired me to do this or that. Gosh, man, I don't care when they put me in the dirt if no one ever says my name again, or that doesn't concern me. I just want to make sure I make the best of every day. You guys have given me opportunities, and I just don't want to let y'all down. I make the most of every one. Some pretty messed up minds. And I just don't want to have to not sleep at night knowing that they owe me one. So I haven't been a part of a lot of pranks, and man, gosh, I was even doing this one prank show for, I think it was Nickelodeon, where I like blew the prank. I couldn't do it. Because there's a bunch of kids, they're like, yo, we can't mess with these kids like this. And the producers came out like, no, we're gonna tell them it's okay. I'm like, no, man. Now I'm gonna have to sit, and we sat in a circle, and we talked about how it was a show. Like, I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. Because those kids are gonna grow up to be full-grown humans, and they're all gonna owe me one. We got time for a few more. You guys got the patience to hang with us. I'm not going to do a ton, but we'll do like 2 or 3 more. Here we go.
Hi John, my name is Sarah. I just recently started watching wrestling because of my husband.
Welcome aboard.
You are my favorite wrestler besides The Rock.
That's okay. The great thing is you can have your favorites. I don't do nothing like that.
My question
Welcome to wrestling. People hate things. And they'll express that. They definitely will express that.
is it easier to work with The Rock in movies like Fast and the Furious or wrestling because you guys click more?
I will have to tell you when I get the opportunity to work with Dwayne Johnson in movies, but thank you for manifesting that into existence. I appreciate that.
Hello, John. Thank you so much for being here. My question is, what has been your favorite role you've played throughout your acting career for any of your show?
Gosh, favorite movie of all time is Playing with Fire, 'cause that's where I met my wife. So that would forever be my favorite movie. Favorite role is Peacemaker. I'll tell you why. I was not James Gunn's first pick. And I like it. I like being the desperate last pick. I don't like being anybody's favorite. I was never first pick in WWE. Had a great run, and there was a point where the Cena wins me riot. But gosh, I took like 10 years to inch towards. And I was never out of the chute being like, oh, you're the guy. I always had to earn it. I turned heel against Billy Kidman on Velocity, a program no one even remembers.
I know.
So James didn't have me in mind first, and then he killed me in the Suicide Squad. And we had so much fun making that movie, he broke his rule of never bring back something you killed. So, for someone to expect very little out of me and choose me last, and for me to make such an impression on such a brilliant creative mind that he breaks a cardinal rule that he has, and for us to go on and do good work together and develop a great friendship, and that's one hell of a day at the office. One from each side.
Hi there, John.
Hey.
I love you in the Barbie movie.
Thank you so much, Merman.
Mine's a quick 3-part. So the first part.
3-part? Damn, you knew you were the second to last question. Okay, I'll allow it.
First one, whose idea was it for Charles Robinson to take the funk out as champions?
Yep.
How was it pitched to you guys? And then what was the conversation like after you sent him flying?
So 3 great questions. This is what I hear in the triad. Gosh, we have a riveting season of TV where I've done some crazy character stuff, and you're kind of asking for inside baseball, and I don't want to spoil anything. So I will get you an answer to those 3 questions, but you're gonna have to wait till January. Last question, here we go.
Hey, John.
Hey.
I'm gonna piggyback off an interview that you had for Ricky Stanicky.
Sure, this should be fun.
I know where I'm going with this. So, if behind the green door is your guilty pleasure,
Yes.
what is your shameless pleasure, movie or not?
Ooh, shameless, something I feel no shame about.
But it could be controversial still.
But it doesn't have to be. Breakfast cereal. How's that? Sweetened breakfast cereal. Nutritionally not the best thing in the world, alright? While you're having some milk and some protein in there. So it's just a lot of sugar, it is. But yeah, I like myself a sweetened breakfast cereal.
Everyone knows that, well, no, not many people seem to know this. You have another hero wanted to start your career, and you attacked Billy Kidman. Very impressive, one of my favorites. But, what do you think of working with Billy? Do you see him now, or what's it like working with him?
He reminds me, by the way, very astute. Thank you for chronicling my whole timeline. That turn to the dark side, or the nefarious side, happened on WWE's Saturday program Velocity, where I turned my back on my partner and beat up Billy Kidman. And he now is the person that keeps the time for the live shows. So he'll be the person to let you know, like, hey, you have this amount of time, please come back in this amount of time, because if not, we are screwed. He reminds me of that all the time. Yes, he reminds me of it all the time. So he will not let me forget that moment. But that is a wrestling encyclopedia. Excellent job, excellent question, excellent.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm well.
Alright, so my question is, in Peacemaker, when you're doing the dance, did you guys accidentally ever, shuffle or kind of style while you're doing the dance and the director was just like, for you?
Again, the first time we did it, we were, I think, fighting embarrassment. But we had a good crew. Like, we filmed it at the end of the season. So yes, there was like, the 11th Street kids, we're all friends. Like, really close friends. And I think, really bonded over season 1 because it was going during COVID. It's the only time we did that. It's the only time they let us be next to each other for like 8.5 months. And we really kind of bonded on set. We didn't even hang out outside. So like, chemistry you see between us, like they're great. I was so happy to get the band back together. I was so excited for you guys to see everybody shine in season 2. So yes, of course we chuckled and had a blast. It was just like doing a silly dance number with friends. So I think that's a lot of what shines through in season 1, and we hope it still shines through in season 2. So thank you. How are you doing? Okay, we got a few minutes left. We'll keep going.
Hey, John Cena.
Hey.
I don't think it's milk or peanut butter anything, but what's your favorite dessert and answer in China?
What's my favorite what?
Dessert.
What's my favorite dessert? And don't answer in Chinese?
Answer in Chinese.
Oh, well, show my kitchen. For those who don't know, I did a video with ice cream. And it's me with ice cream. Somehow it's funny. I don't get it. Check it out again. I like ice cream. Thank you. What's your kitchen? Here we go.
Me and my cousin are really big fans. I have just one question for you.
Shoot.
What do you think of the Justice Gang upcoming Superman movie?
Ooh, I can tell you this. I am very excited for July 11th when Superman comes out. I know there's a lot of buzz around the movie. I think this audience is either excited or skeptical, but either way, you're going to go see the thing. I'm happy for my friend James Gunn. I know and soul, and I hope you guys love Superman. I'm really looking forward to it.
My question stems from an interview I believe you gave on a late night show where you talked about how you wear two watches. One watch to help you tell time and one watch that helps you keep perspective.
Yes.
And I believe the quotes you had were, one was memento mori and the other one was comparisons of Ethan Joy.
Correct.
Great quotes. What other quotes or pieces of media do you use that help you stay in perspective or keep perspective?
Those are two good ones for me because if my head ever gets too big, memento mori, my interpretation of that is, hey, remember you're human. Like you're above no one, so just keep that in perspective when I think when I'm leaning in that direction. Those are helpful words that I appreciate. And comparison is the thief of joy. Gosh, I used to feel so lost. I would go into wrestling locker rooms and cower away from people as if I didn't belong. And once I got a foothold in wrestling, I would go to the red carpets and felt like I didn't belong. Just entire day with you guys. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you for making my stay in Denver one to remember. Thank you for sharing all of your stories today with me. Thank you for being a great audience. Thank you for your questions. Sweet breakfast.